Today, we heard from a Fulton County judge for the very first time since he recently ordered the partial release of a report from the grand jury that investigated President Donald Trump and his allies in the 2020 election. And 11 Alive's Brittany Klein-Peter was the only reporter to speak one-on-one with Judge Robert McBurney.
In just the last few hours, I spoke with Judge Robert McBurney as he left a public event here at the State Bar of Georgia building. He was understandably short and concise when answering my questions, but did share with me that he thought the special grand jury process had gone well. How have you handled being back in the spotlight recently?
It's been busy, very busy. His
appearance at the Georgia Bar Conference was a part of a panel discussion on law and news media. McBurney sat on the panel 3 days after the special grand jury's foreperson was interviewed by several news outlets about the grand jury's process. In those interviews, Emily Kors said jurors recommended Fulton County District Attorney seek indictments against at least a dozen people in the case. A grand jury is typically, for the most part, secretive. At today's panel discussion, McBurney was asked about Kors' interviews, and while he said that jurors are not barred from speaking publicly, McBurney said they do take an oath to keep deliberations secret.
I think it's important for people to understand that the grand jurors took an oath, and that oath requires the grand jurors to maintain in confidence, keep secret, their deliberations.
McBurney would not directly address claims made by the foreperson, but did comment on the jurors' work serving on the special grand jury. How do you feel like the overall process has gone with grand jury?
I think they did their job as they were asked to.
Judge McBurney released select portions of the grand jury's report last week. The unreleased portions of the report are where recommendations on indictments are made and individuals are named. The judge cited concerns about due process if the full report was released at this time. In downtown Atlanta, Brittany Klein-Peter, 11 Alive News.
And we are here to get you answers. Today, 11 Alive joined other media outlets in filing an appeal to the Georgia Supreme Court for the full release of the Trump grand jury report.